Hello everyone, and thank you for coming back to watch some videos. You may have just been watching the Little Owl video of me installing a Little Owl box on some local farmland. Hopefully there'll be a few more wildlife themed videos in the future, so keep your eyes peeled for that. In this video today I am taking delivery of some spares because I've been wanting to put this on the pond for a while now, just because I have it. And it also will mean there'll be an Evo 55 up for grabs. So if anyone wants an Evo 55, depending on whether this works, then drop a comment in the section below. It's the Evo 55. I think I bought it end of last year, something like that, from Simply Koi. Nothing wrong with it at all. I've just been given, with the filters, the Nexus and the Sieve, also given a 110 watt UV. So there's nothing wrong at all with the Evo 55 UV light, and it's just a case of I've got 110, so there's no harm in putting extra UV on the pond. Obviously I've had some issues with water clarity, so fingers crossed that helps out a little bit. So this is the monster of the unit. Hopefully you guys can see that. That is a ProPond UV 110 Advantage. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but quite a large UV system. A few little bits of the bracket are missing, things like that. That's what happens to get spares, but they work. Hopefully. What I'd probably do is I'd probably wire it up just to a normal plug, to check that everything's working, the EV. So I'm just watching Sunny. I don't actually know what Sunny is. I'll try and pop a photo here or here. If anyone can let me know exactly, or what they kind of think it might be. I have some sort of an idea, maybe an Ogon or some sort like that. But I think everyone says that you need a Chagoi in your pond. One needs a Sunny, because Sunny's always the first one up for food. I'm not really one for naming fish, apart from if they've got big characters like Big Mo and Big Red, the first two big fish that I had in the pond. But if anyone has an idea, just let me know in the comments below. So I'm assuming this is where the water flows in from. If you see that, this bit here, and then flows around here, and then up here out to the return. As I say, it's a 110 watt UV. I've got an Evo 55 on at the minute, so that will hopefully help with a little bit of the clarity. Still undecided. I've continued feeding just a little bit less now. I've done a few water changes. My water changes also incorporate the filter clean out as well, because obviously I'm taking water out of the pond. It has cleared up a little bit, so I'm hoping that maybe it's just sort of an algae bloom, high protein food, mix of warm weathers. So hopefully I can get this installed today. I have checked the space in that kind of filter shed and it's very, very tight. So I'm going to have a bit of a hard job fitting it, but hopefully we can get it in. But slowly the clarity is returning and it is really nice to see the pond and the fish, especially with warm weather coming up to have some feed. So yeah, got this. Video maybe stops at some point quickly because I had Graham from Simply Koi coming down to deliver the UV bulbs for that. I think they're called Osram bulbs, or let me just find out what I've ordered. Bear with me 2 seconds. They are Osram lamps. So 255 watt Osram lamps. Obviously this fits both. And I also have that spare in the Evo 55. I know, it's good to keep spares sometimes, but also if this does work and it works well, then there's no real point of me keeping the Evo 55. If anyone's got any suggestions that you think I should do with the Evo 55, let me know. If not, then drop a comment if you would like to buy it. I'm not going to ask the earth for it. What I'm trying to do is save some funds to get myself a backy shower. I've seen one for, I think it's, we're on a flight past here. I think it's just a police helicopter. First day that, menus can open, and I think you can do optional hugs. So be out looking for lots of people. But yeah, let me know. Because the Evo 110, if it works on the pond, then it works. If not, then I'll revert back to the Evo 55. So yeah, right, I'm going to end this clip here, just because I think that Graham said that he's on his way. He's due in about 10 minutes time. So I'm just going to sit here, enjoy the koi, watch them wanting more food. Hopefully at the start of the video you saw them come up. The two that I was really worried about, just an update on that. The two showers, one with the gammy eye, and also the other really nice shower, or kindai, I think it's kindai shower. They seem to be bouncing back, and I've actually seen them eating quite readily. So hopefully that's a good sign of things to come. So yeah, I'm going to just pause the video here. I'll see if Graham wants me to let me video him. He can do a bit of a plug for Simply Koi. If not, then you'll see me return back here, and I'll be installing the UV lights into the Pro Pond UV 110 Advantage system. So we'll catch you then. So Graham has just delivered these are the Osram 55 watt UV. So I've got two of them here to go, both go in the 110 watt UV. Big thank you to Graham for coming down and dropping off the spares for me. Really appreciate that. I did try to say if you'd like to, say something about Simply Koi on the video, but he said he's got a face for radio or a voice for radio. I can't remember which one, but those are his words, not mine. But if you do need anything, all the stuff I bought from him, nothing's been given for free. Not in a horrible way, just just to let you know that I'm not just plugging someone because I get freebies. Graham is a really nice guy. From my experience, really helpful. Even if it's just a couple of UVs, more than happy to help. So if ever you're stuck for any stuff, give Graham a call or go on the Facebook page Simply Koi. Again, I'll try and leave a description down below, or I'll try to put a screenshot, maybe here or here, I don't know where I'm going to put it, of Simply Koi, so you know exactly which one to go for. Right, now that we've got the UV lights, it's time to get them into the unit. So I'm going to go find some screwdrivers and we'll get started. It took a bit of time, but the UVs are now in. Let me grab the old bulb. As you can see, the UV's never actually been on this pond, but you can see there that bulb is definitely had its time of use. So what I'll go do now is I'll go put a plug onto this just to test it out and make sure it all works before I take off the Evo 55. Oh, don't want to fall in the pond. So just tested out the UV, just put a simple plug on it. Everything's working fine. So now it's a case of going to get the drill and start to dismantle the other UV. It's a fairly simple system. It just gets pumped out of the Nexus through the UV and returns just to the pond. For now it just pipes over the top and the back. So yeah, I'll get on with that. Probably whilst I do that, I'll do a filter clean as well. What I'll do is I'll show you first the space I'm working in, and then I'll probably set up a time lapse of me doing bits and pieces. So catch you in a bit. So to give you an idea, this is the space that I'm working with. I'm hoping that there's just enough space, because this UV, I might be able to get to the screws, but it's a simple take off. It's kind of like a larger hole, a small hole and a larger hole, so I can just fit on and drop it down. So I'm hoping I can just take it off. But I thought whilst the system will be off whilst I carry out the work, so I'll also do a bit of filter clean. So I'll probably do the filter clean first. Just using the hose pipe, just because it's a bit of the mechanical filtration in the middle, not biological, so that'll all get drained to waste, and just flush it out a few times whilst I'm doing the work. Might as well whilst I'm here. So what I do, set up time lapse as usual, make things go a little bit quicker for you guys at home, and fingers crossed I can get the UV off. If not, it can just stay there, because all I'm doing is unplugging the power and changing the pipes around. So we'll see what happens. So we'll catch you in a bit. So as you can see, the space that I'm working with in here is extremely tight. There's going to have to be a bend down where the pump is, because the inlet for the UV is quite low, just because I couldn't put it any higher really. But hopefully we'll get there, we'll get to do something. So I'm just going to put on this flexi pipe, and because it's a nice warm day, it's nice and flexible. So I'll cut that to pieces and try and get that hooked up before I do anything with the electrics. So just a quick safety measure. I left the UV, the air pump rather, on, so that I can tell straight away whether the electrics comes back on. So as you can hear, it's dead silent now. I'll be removing the hose, obviously. Water and electricity don't mix. And then what I'll do is I'll go and put the UV in, and hopefully we can get it all sorted. So I'm going to remove the hose and get that UV sorted. So it did take a while, but we did actually manage to fit the UV into the switch box. So I'm going to go turn on the power, and hopefully you'll hear the air pump come on. So I'll leave the camera running whilst I run down there, and hopefully you hear the buzz of the air pump. If not, big explosion. No, I'm joking. Right, I'm going to go turn it on now. So, just make sure we're still recording. Yep. So as you can tell, and you can hear as well, that's all working. So I'll go ahead, UV's turned on. Can't actually see with these UVs the outside, but hopefully we'll be able to tell in the next few weeks or so if the UV makes any difference. So what I do now is I just give the filter a few more cleans out. Now I'll bowl up some fish for everyone to look at, because everyone likes looking at fish. So bear with me while I do a quick filter clean, and then I'll go and bowl up some fish. Okay, great. So just to prove that I did, and I was going to net some koi out for you to look at, but the rain has stopped playing, and I'm not sure how long it's going to carry on. It said for today and tomorrow, rain. And obviously the little droplets on the pond make it a lot harder to see, even with the air off, and also because my water is still a bit discoloured, it is hard to pinpoint. And also I just tried to catch my chagoi, Big Mo, and almost had an accident of her jumping out of the pond, but luckily she didn't quite make it to the edge. Obviously the warmer temperatures really picked things up for the koi activity. Hopefully that UV will help out a load and get rid of the coloration in the water, or clear it up a little bit. So yeah, big thanks to Graham, Simply Koi, for providing me with the two 55 watt UVs. I think I'm going to call it a day for this video. So the system now runs Nexus, then the Nexus pumps out through that 110 watt Pond Pro UV 110. And then straight back into the pond. For now, the return is just draped over the side of the pond to then get that properly fixed in. We'll leave that for a few days. There is a leak on the piping. I'll have to see where I'll get some solvent welds, glue, something like that. Possibly repair that and get that fixed. But I think it's only a smallish leak. We'll find out tomorrow when I come up to the pond. There's no water in there. Right, when you're watching this, I don't know when it will be, but I am going back to work tomorrow, mainly work in the evenings, so I might not be able to join in all the video premieres that I do, but what I will do is hopefully make some more videos during the daytime, and then have them ready for release whilst I'm at work, and hopefully in one of the upcoming videos you'll see me pull out some of the fish that I've got. As you can tell, the rain's stopped now, as usual, but I think quite a few big clouds coming over there. It's going to be showery all afternoon. So, thanks for watching. It's only a UV install. As I say, if anyone wants the EVO 55, pending on whether the 110 doesn't work, I can't see a reason why it shouldn't, then drop a comment below. As I say, I've seen a shower for about £180. It's a 2-tier, and that will work really nicely as a return. Also gives some more biological filtration. So yeah, my goal is £180. It's not a lot. It's a lot when you don't get paid that much, you know. So yeah, it's mainly just funding towards that really. So if anyone is interested, just put a comment down below, and then in the next video when you see me, hopefully I'll tell you the pond's really clear or the pond's really dirty. Either one or two ways. So we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.